Hey everyone, today, let's chat about something super important, the spirit of youth and how it shapes our nation. From courage to character and even physical fitness, we're diving into why nurturing our young people is crucial for a strong, vibrant future. Ready? Let's get into it. Every great nation starts with powerful ideals. Ours began with life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. Remember the War of Independence? That was a game changer, paving the way for freedom and equality. But then things shifted after the Civil War. Suddenly, the focus turned more toward material success, and we became like a careless boy with a wealthy dad, always getting what we want without putting in the hard work. That's a metaphor for our nation. Our rich resources symbolize that wealth, but we missed deepening our character and courage along the way. Man shrugging now, let's talk about what youth really represents. There's this idea that older generations often try to stifle the fire and passion of the young. One English writer once said, "It's a fearful responsibility to be young." Like, how can a passionate youth just sit still like an old person? They won't. Historically, there have been plenty of attempts to restrict young people's spirit. Think about it. At one point, there was a push to eliminate sports. Can you imagine, if we listened to those calls, we would still be playing croquet instead of cheering for our favorite teams. And sure, there's this statistic floating around that states 90% of businesses fail. But do we want our kids to sit back and not even try? No way. Let's teach them resilience and strength instead. Let's pivot to something that hits home in a relatable way: physical fitness. You know how we care about our cars, right? We change the oil, make sure everything runs smoothly. Well, guess what? Our bodies require that same kind of attention. Many companies are starting to realize that investing in their employees is crucial. If someone only sticks around for a few months or years and then bounces due to stress or health issues, that's a big loss. Yet, we often let our leaders burn out, treating them like mere machines. Just think about that railroad president who felt he didn't have time for exercise or rest. He was making 50 grand a year and still didn't make his health a priority. Ultimately, he paid the ultimate price in just 6 months. Crying. So, let's be smart. 3 to 4 hours of physical exercise each week is not too much to ask, especially when it can keep our minds sharp and our spirits high. Man lifting weights. Before this global conflict changed everything, a lot of folks thought personal fitness was just a side gig. But once the war broke, it became clear, our collective health is tied straight to our survival. Suddenly, being fit transcended personal interest. It became a national concern, something everyone needed to pay attention to. We learned that if we wanted to defend our shores, we had to get our youth ready for action. So, let's commit to preparing our next generation, equipping them with the strength they need to keep our nation standing tall. Globe, and here's where we can all step up. We need to rally together as a community. Let's encourage our young people to engage in activities that build their character and fitness. We can't just sit back and hope for a strong future. We must actively support youth programs, whether in sports, arts, or education. Let's inspire our kids to take charge of their health and embrace the spirit of youth. After all, today's boys and girls are tomorrow's leaders. Biceps. So, let's quickly recap what we discussed. We talked about how the spirit of youth fuels our nation through courage, character, and physical fitness. We are responsible for nurturing that spirit so we can thrive today and into the future. Rainbow. Every action we take now shapes the kind of world we'll live in later. Let's not just hope for a vibrant future, let's work towards it together. Thanks for hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed this chat, don't forget to hit the like button, share your thoughts in the comments, and subscribe for more. Let's keep this conversation going and inspire each other. See you next time. Hooray, Sparkles!